Good morning, Clash of Clans. Tyebar here from War and Glory, and in this week's episode I have some replays from our latest arranged war with WinterNvrCame. As you can see, we took the war by 5 stars. We were able to clear all their 9s, 3-star all their 10s, and 2-star all their 11s, so pretty much that's a perfect war for us. Before we begin this week, I'd like to point out, since the most popular army building calculators are no longer being supported, we've developed a basic utility for everyone to use. It's available on our website, www.warandglory.net, and then just click on the Army Calculator button at the top of the screen. Here you'll be able to map out your army compositions outside the game to bring the most powerful army to your war attacks. So to begin, I want to point out our 6-pack MVPs this war. We had Vinny, Circles, Tommy, Tango, Cole, A Money, Basilisk, and Fast and Crazy. Great war, guys, and let's hop over into the recaps now. So first up, we got Fast and Crazy taking down their number 37. He's bringing like a cold-blooded Govaho. You can see he's starting here at 7 o'clock. BK's going to start beating on the golem early and takes down quite a bit of health. Now, what's weird is a couple of these bases were set up like this, where they had these ADs so exposed on the outside, and my only assumption could be it was just something where they picked up from our videos how well we've been doing in the air, mainly Penta and such. So this technically is more of an anti-Penta base, having very little defenses covering the ADs. But you'll see a couple of replays like this where these ADs are very exposed on the outside. In this scenario, obviously just go ground, and you can see Fast just starts tearing through the core of this base here. Hog's starting to be deployed at 10 o'clock. Great heal spell. Enemy Queen is still up, but she's about to go down right now. After that, there's really nothing left of the base except for at 3 o'clock. Still's got plenty of Hogs up. They eat a giant bomb there. Not enough to kill him, obviously. And they're just going to go down and wipe up the rest. So, very good attack there, Fast and Crazy. I like the strategy. So one thing I wanted to point out while we're waiting for this to get cleaned up is you'll notice all the compartments in the backside of the AQ. You'll see that they're all sub 7-8 tiles, which allows the attacker to get into that compartment with a jumper and EQ. So just something you want to avoid in your own personal bases. So up next we got Pettis taking on number 35, and this is a treat. This is a Queen Walk Drag Lalo. Pretty slick attack here, definitely creative. You can see he starts Jasmine there at 3 o'clock, and the idea here is to have her get into that 2 o'clock compartment, take out the enemy CC and that air defense. So he's got his wall breakers in. Jasmine's getting a little low here, so I believe, yep, there's a rage. Gets her topped off. Now he's dealing with a sweeper at the same time, but obviously the rage is going to push him right through that. Pre-poisons, and unfortunately Jasmine locks on to the Dark Elixir storage, and the poison kind of goes to waste. Doesn't really get any of the CC troops. So goes ahead and zap quakes the AD at 6. Drag CCs come out, and he's going to be forced to use an ability here. Now the dragons dropped at 4 o'clock. That's going to take care of the enemy queen pretty much instantaneously, and they're just going to work their way around. They don't have to deal with a sweeper, they don't have to deal with an air defense. It's just free roam for the dragons now. You can see Jasmine's still up doing her thing, taking out the core now, working on the sweeper next. Dragons are taking little to no damage at all. You can see now he's assisting the dragons with the loons at 6 to help push through, so they're also taking less damage. And here comes the level 4 hound there from 6 o'clock. She's going to go up to the last air defense there at 9. And you can see he works the loons clockwise from 6 up, following the pathing of the hound. Absorbing all the bombs along the way. Haste the rest of the loons in. And after that, I mean, once the hound pops, you still have, multiple dragons up, probably 10 loons still up, and the base has been crushed. So just an incredible attack there by Pettis. I always like seeing these kind of creative takes on these 9 bases. So very good job, man. So up next we're going to have Sergeant taking down their number 20. and I figure we kind of stick with the same idea here. You can see once again these exposed air defenses on the outside. So another way of handling these is going to be with a giant leading with a few hogs sprinkled behind to take out the air defense. Now, what was so awesome about this attack, it's a dragon 3-star attack for a Town Hall 9. Mass drag. Gets a CC lured with the hogs. BK is going to eat it. This is a fresh attack, by the way, so he wasn't sure what's in the CC. And a lot of the CC survives. There's a couple of Valks in there. You can see now they're heading over to the Jasmine and a Loon. So it has to pop the ability on Jasmine, and funneling drags already have been dropped. So the idea now is there's no air defenses left, right? Spams drags there at 10 o'clock. They come in under rage, completely annihilate the enemy queen, and just start working through the base. Both his sweepers are, opposed to facing, and there's no threats there. Heals the core and rages again. Because all the outer defenses, like all the ATs, are in the core. So really the only thing that's left is maybe wizard towers, a couple Teslas here and there. Both expos are grounded. It's just crazy. Like, how would you think this up? But you can see they're just going to slowly work their way through the whole base, and there's just way too many hit points in the air right now for any of the PDs to deal with them. What do we have left? A wizard tower, an AT, and a Tesla. Other than that, nothing. So yeah, we'll just speed this up. Great job, Sergeant. Great vision. Another dragon attack by a 9, guys. It's just amazing. So let's see, who do we have next? Let's stick with air, and we're gonna have Noxie taking on their number 15 here, and this is gonna be an old school attack. We're gonna go back to a shattered Go Lalo. You can see here that there's 2 air defenses at 10 o'clock, and also that compartment there gives them access to the enemy queen, which would obviously jump the wall. So the goal here is obviously to get a wide funnel going. All the kill squad's going to funnel right into 10 o'clock there. Drops a rage spell to push them all through. Enemy CC's lured. It's a golem. And a poison on their enemy queen to slow her down. Jasmine's cloaking away now at the golem from their CC. 1 AD's already down. Enemy queen's down. The CC golem's going down right now. And here comes the last AD. So kill squad, I mean, very simple. Got the job done. Got 2 ADs. Got the enemy queen and CC. So he starts on the air portion. Drops that level 4 hound there at 8. And works his loons right in behind him. You can see the hound from 5 that was dropped absorbed a lot of red mines there from the Tesla farm. Rages through. It's crazy. He had 2 rages and 2 haste still for just the air section of it. And the way these sweepers are pointed made it so easy to work these loons counterclockwise from 9. Sweeper gets maybe 1 loon the whole time. You can see right there. Other than that, there must be 15 loons still left on the board. Amazing. And then he had the foresight to drop that 1 loon at 2, which is going to absorb the wizard tower fire for a bit, so that huge stack of loons doesn't take as much damage as it should. Complete overkill. Has a hound left over at the end on a pretty good base. So Noxie, awesome stuff, man. Looking forward to seeing what you have in the future, buddy. So let's stick to this whole old school theme for a second, and this next attack is going to bring back some memories. We're going to have Ryan here taking down their number 13, and this is going to be a stoned Goho. And it is perfectly done. You can see he's going to be starting here at 6. Only drops 1 golem. Has a baby dragon working there at 7 o'clock for the funnel. A couple wizards. Look at that wall breaker. Perfect wall breaker. Absorbs a small bomb. Gets the rest of the 3 inside. Still, only 1 golem has been dropped. Second one finally comes in, and now the BK. Still, the queen's behind it. Hasn't been dropped yet, and the other golem hasn't been dropped yet. So look at the patience on this is just incredible. Enemy CC comes out, and it is, he's got a baby dragon there, a couple wizards, some ugly stuff for what he has currently on the board. Drops a final golem there at 5, and more funneling troops. So he's looking to push this next golem in into the main kill squad, and you can see Jasmine now is working away to meet up with that first kill squad. Still, it's just like watching this attack live, it was just going so slow, but nothing was like, only the golems were taking damage the entire time. It was just incredible. So drops the second jump. Now pay attention, though, the second jump doesn't reach the enemy queen compartment, which is even more of a ballsy move. So he's going to pretty much has to hope that that his Jasmine or the wizards will take out the enemy queen. Golems are still taking damage. The BK is still alive. He's still got a heal spell on the bag. And now finally the enemy queen is going down. So look at, he's taken out the entire core of the base, everything from 6 to 12. Hogs are starting to be deployed finally, and he's still got a heal spell on the bag. Like this is like a stoned Goho perfection. It was just so well executed. And I think the final heal spell, I guess he could have almost swagged it at the end here, because there isn't even a bomb over there. I think there's just a couple spring traps. So, wow, just wow. Awesome attack, Ryan. Haven't seen one of these in quite a long time. So we'll just wrap up cleaning up trash, and we'll head on to the next one. So let's get into some of these 3 stars on Town Hall 10s, because this really kind of put us over and above this war. And we'll start off here with Tommy. He is going to be bringing, we went over these one of these attacks in the last recap, and it is actually becoming more prevalent. It is a Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 10 bowlers. What he's doing here is, the idea is to get all this large clump of bowlers, like 20, what is it? 25 bowlers, all wrapped up into that core with a bunch of healers behind it. So makes a funnel here at 3 and 12, drops Jasmine and delayed healers, and she's just going to be plugging away on that town hall for a bit. Drops a golem there at 2 to absorb some of the fire, and drops even more bowlers there to get the funnel going. Jump spell goes down, and here comes the mass bowlers. These suckers are just so strong right now, whether it be 10 or 11 attacks. Golem, Loon CC, Rage goes down. You can see all those bowlers now are all stacked up. And he's going to be, if you notice here, he's jumping into the core, and he's going to be going into 2 Infernos. I mean, granted, they're not max or anything, but misses the freeze spell on the Inferno at 10. Doesn't matter. When the bowlers are stacked up like that, they just one-shot Infernos. It's just nuts. Has the foresight here to bring loons for the backside. So you can see they're being spread now all across the base. And look, there's nothing left. He's still got all those bowlers up. He's still got loons working their way around. And there's what, 1 defense left? The cannon? So, awesome tactile. I cannot believe how well these things are synergizing. Not only with 11s, but now with 10s, and how we're been able to unlock the power of the bowler. So. Alright, we got one more left. Let's stick with another Channel 10 3-star, this time by an 11. It's Vincent taking down the number 5. Another bowler attack. Little different, same concept though. You can see here he drops a bowler at 5 o'clock. And it's very important to know what that does. He knows that elixir storage has so many more hit points than the wizard tower, and there's going to be nothing firing on the bowler except for the mortar. So pretty much he just got that wizard tower for 6 spaces, and technically the storage too. So very good foresight there. Has another bowler funnel there at 4 o'clock for him. He's going to have that queen go up and lock onto the wizard tower next. That was the trailing path for him. Gets a minion funnel at 12 on the army camp, and here come the boulders. And once again, same concept. You're going to have a pretty wide funnel built. They're all just going to be funneled right into the core. Once they get close, poison the CC, and start the rages. And bowlers under rage are just like vaults, if not even worse, because they're hitting longer distances. The buildings don't need to be touching. Plus, they're 2 less spaces now per bowler. So, rages again in the core, push it into that backside Inferno, and once again, very keen foresight with these loons. We're seeing a lot of these now, with more of our successful attacks having back-end loons on these defenses to clear out, because obviously bowlers have a very difficult time with walls. They get stuck up on them. It causes timing delays. It causes damage to not be evenly distributed. These back-end loons really have the ability to really push a raid over the top, as you can see here. So you can still see there's a few healers still up that pushed all the bowlers through the whole core of the base. And that's the idea, is once that funnel happens with Jasmine, you want the healers to switch over to the bowlers while they're going through the core. But after that, I mean, there's nothing left. You just have the Archer Tower there at 10, and it's cleanup with, what, 10 bowlers in there, 3 healers, 2 both champs up. Amazing attack, Vincent. So that's going to wrap it up for this week's recap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. Excellent war, WinterNvrCame. You guys provide some very good bases for us to go at, and definitely making modifications to our own bases based on your attacks. So, obviously, War and Glory, as always, pro stuff. So, up next, of course, is our blooper reel. Hope you enjoy.